It ain't that stream of fire, nigga. Fuck you. And I might pop up on you, bitch. You ain't that nigga. Fuck you. It ain't that stream of fire, nigga. Fuck you. And I might pop up on you, bitch. You ain't that nigga. Fuck you. It ain't that stream of fire, nigga. Fuck you.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off-seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster.
And the Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Getting the money from the hole. Point to it.
Okay, softball. Hey, that shit getting bigger though, gang. Hey, coach, I told him to put some ice on that inflammation on his gut though. Hello? That shit getting swole, bitch.
Alright. Not good. Oh, alright. You gonna jacquees me?
He said, I hate that shit, bitch ass nigga.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He breaks into the open. Past the 50.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Mueller. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Tells to fake. They're all over it. He's got it inside the 15.
That's my friend. So he confides in me in a way that he don't confide in anybody. So first of all, I don't feel like he was confiding in me, talking about he was trying to kiss up. This nigga can't walk down the street without a crowd of people coming around him. He's a king in his own right. He was the only shit moving in the West Coast. You get what I'm saying? He is game. He is the game. It's not that type of party. He got love for that. So it was just asking a question. It was never, maybe my delivery got you feeling. It's not that type of party.
Hey, can I ask you a question,
that
man?
I had.
Okay,
Yes,
it's clear that he has love for Dot. Does Dot have any love for him? Because it appears like...
Absolutely got love for Gay. Absolutely. Because if he didn't, he would say it. The fact that you never heard K-Dot this game is letting you know he got love for Gay.
I mean, I'm not sure if he's getting the invites to, like the traditional West Coast things that Dot...
Wait, hold on. First of all, let me clear this like this. It's the West Coast. The game don't need no invite nowhere. If he want to go, he gonna go, and they gonna let him right the fuck in. He don't need no invite nowhere, bro. And the thing of it is, they gonna be happy that he showed up. So that's the thing. Like, niggas, I don't know what the perception is outside of LA. Niggas got love for Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Listen, I even like the game. Here's the thing. When you clarified, and I think that's now why it's kind of like in this news cycle at this point, that of course Kendrick has had an issue, or there's a lack of communication ever since that 100 video. It became very apparent to me because, of course, Kendrick's never spoken on this, right? We've heard the game talk about the pop-out or even mention Kendrick, but he's always been pretty neutral and pretty, like, he showed love. But when I thought Top even called you to clarify the issue, it kind of made it sound to me like, I'm not saying Kendrick hates him, but Kendrick just don't fuck with him. Like, that's just what it is. Then I heard TD Akeem said, he was kind of describing the game as kind of like a guy who just pop up on some other stuff. And it felt like it was almost like, I don't know.
What I just tell you, if game goes to be, just go. Ain't nobody gonna go game. I think you have to. It's like a lot of history with some people still have certain grudges against things, but they don't know. At the end of the day.
So wait, you confirm that? Can we at least get a confirmation here? So you confirm that Kendrick is still having a grudge against him? Because when you
No. I ain't talking about. I ain't about this Kendrick. I'm talking about some of the, like you said, King. Some of the other guys that have their feelings because they're making it known. I can't tell you what Kendrick is saying or not saying because I haven't talked to him.
But you did talk to Game, and Game's words to you, at least how you said it.
I don't believe Kendrick even had a conversation.
Exactly. I haven't talked to Kendrick, and I know he ain't got a problem with me. So
But
I ain't got no. So
you did say, according to what the Game said, he said, if I was supposed to have grudges with niggas, where would the West Coast be? That kind of insinuates that maybe niggas been having grudges against him.
No, but hold up, but that's his conversation, not just directly at Doc, but just in general. Of what his experiences have been in the music industry, and something that an example.
We was dead out here. Game brought this shit back.
And what I was talking about, I wasn't talking about nothing dealing with Kendrick. I was talking about a video shoot that he got paid $10,000 to wear a hoodie, and he had a mask on it. And so a lot of the guys had a problem with it because he had that mask on at a J-Rock video shoot. It wasn't even a Kendrick conversation. It was
Adam and Eve.
Yes.
And yes.
He said he clipped you. He ain't clipped shit.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tough run here, it's Moulton. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's Kamari Malton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! The 1st score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Run inside. It's Moulton. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Turns it loose. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Big noise in the big house with this huge 3rd down play. Right side, it's Moulton. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Going to try to get it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Jukes his way for more. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. On first down, it's Malton again. And he's brought down after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Mueller. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down on his feet at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Iowa! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they put the AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. Nice move, creates some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side is Marsh. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his target. Now the... Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
Told your girlfriend call my phone. She go call it all night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't think. She keep calling, huh? I keep balling.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a give to Malton. On the move at the 30. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 11 team, the Penn.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 20. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They'll start on the ground.
It's a running team. When it's passing, they want me to run the ball. They mad at me.
And the defense doing a great
They
job
keep running it.
committing to the run.
It's a running team.
Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Kamari
They're a
again.
running team.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it
We
at
don't
the 32.
really pass.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this
I went to
drive
the wrong
alive.
school.
Back to throw, it's Mueller. Now moving
I'm
to
running.
his right, looking for anyone that's open. Across the 45.
I'm running.
The defense got caught that
Woo.
time, and they finally get him on the ground at the
Miami.
41. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push.
Ooh. Ooh.
some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kamari again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from Alton. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play.
Makes the grab in their space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Hawkeyes are threatening in the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to run, it's Phillips. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's a give to Malton. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! He scores for the 5th time in this game. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Look out! He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's James. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
There he goes. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Handoff for Malton. Breaks into the open. At the 20. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense is...
And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one.
2 days, I ain't fucking with you,
Fields the
bitch.
punt.
I got a little chick.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. From the gun, it's Marshall. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. on the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll go play action with Sayan. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
So you telling me these motherfuckers scored the first play of the
Throw
game?
it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that
They
play.
scored
Start
the
football game,
first
finding your playmaker,
play
and your playmaker does the
of
rest,
the
takes it to the
game.
house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and
First
it's
play of the
7-0.
game, they scored.
The Hawkeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in
True
this one.
freshman quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Mueller.
Let's go.
Out wide left, it's James. They got him free.
Let's
for
go.
a
You
big
playing the
gain
number
to the
1
43.
team. Don't get
And the
scared.
Hawkeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tells to run, wants to pass. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Got here by running. We go run the
Makes
ball.
one man miss. Turning it on. They'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
We got here by running the ball. You think we're going to run away from running the ball? Let's go.
Running the red zone. It's Moulton.
Get in there.
Got some room. Headed
He
to
the highest. He will be the highest.
He'll finish the run at the end zone.
You just got to stop him.
The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing
If you stop
touchdowns.
him on defense, we
Well, I
good.
think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He got 20 rushing touchdowns in 4 games. Okay, we stopped him, so let's run
Iowa
on.
has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone.
He's running.
They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on
Go
first
run it
down and
again.
2nd and 7. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on
That's
that play.
crazy.
3rd and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Mueller. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers.
Caught it.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge...
We needed that, man. They go make
And
me
the
win
offense
the
out on the
game.
field to go back to work.
Okay, let's see.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23.
See?
Back's
I just
got it on
got
the
to give him
screen.
the ball.
There he goes.
Give him the ball.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the
Gotta
screen
feed him the
beautifully
ball.
to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
While I'm trying to beat him, run the
And
ball.
off Moulton running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season
Yeah,
showdowns
home.
like this, both in the
We
top
good.
10
I
and
just gotta
both with the
score.
loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too,
Yeah.
David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates,
Come on,
2
bro.
top 10 teams.
We
We
never
get to
go
find-
win like this. Especially if they score now. They stopped them
They
right
got the
there.
big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
You gotta start running the ball.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by
everything.
no one that time. They'll
Gotta
need a
run
bunch
the
on
ball,
2nd down.
son.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go
I
back
gotta
to the
do
air.
shit like this.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Do shit like this.
And the Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Going to the run. It's Moulton. And he surges across the line. Touchdown.
Give it a long pass and
Keeps it on the bootleg. Shoots it to the left. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
I gotta run the ball.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Diaz. Running through contact. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack's so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Moulton. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Moulton again. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, this offense has been
They just gotta stop them.
With a lot of pride in the
Fucking scum.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one on...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quick step and go. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff for Moulton. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Mueller. Rushes on. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Moulton. Finds room at the 10. Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. To the house.
100-yard mark on one stinking carry. Nice job. You can see the speed. Nobody can catch him. What a big run.
One more snap coming before halftime. Here's a give to Malton. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's past the sticks. It's a seam wide open. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50 and they'll mark him down at the 45. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On first down, it's Malton again. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the beatdown has ensued. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Keeping his eyes downfield. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's caught downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Malton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sets his feet, it's Mueller. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job or nice discipline by this defense.
That's a big key for this offense. Now,
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got some green grass. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the counter. Crosses the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Kamari again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Handoff for Malton. Snowed under by the defense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On first down, it's Malton again. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, if you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Julian with the play fake. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. 2nd and long here. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run it on the counter. He's got enough. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end. To the back. Still running at the 40. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Jackson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone.
The number 10 team beat the number 1 ranked team by over 20 points. What you think they ranked me?
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's a give to Malton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the ball first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moulton. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Mueller. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make time.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's scoring. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down and run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. The fake wants to throw. Under pressure. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Handoff again. Nice move to keep running. There he goes. Made him miss again. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
With the catch, it's Moss. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's a give to Washington. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll line up for a second down play. Williams. Got his man. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Play action with Williams. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fighting off the defender.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff for Malton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play fake. Buying a little time to his left. Quarterback gets enough. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want it to be. You want it to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run with Malton. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even up. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Iowa! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Washington. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. He's got it on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Williams. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams will pass. This time he's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the red zone, it's Washington. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Williams to throw. They're all over him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking downfield, it's Mueller. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. And he almost had a pick.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Here's the give to Malton. Pass to 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Drops back on first down. Lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connerson. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Great move. Now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Got his man on the right. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's James. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Kamari again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff for Malton. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Mueller. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Has to throw this off his back foot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down here for the offense. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defense. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the fourth. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Maybe a touchdown, Hawkeyes. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He scores for... And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college.
The first step in building your player is setting their physique. As you adjust your height, weight, and body type, the maximum ratings for your attributes will change. Smaller players tend to be quicker and more agile, while bigger players are generally stronger and more physical. Pay close attention here, because your player's physique determines the maximum rating of your attributes and shapes the kind of player you can build. Here, you'll set your max potential by determining how high you can progress each attribute during your career. Your player's archetype and potential physical abilities will be determined based on your allocation of points in these skills. You'll have the chance to raise these attributes further by earning up to 25 cap breakers. These are awarded for accomplishing milestones like winning awards, setting records, or winning championships. Welcome to National Signing Day. Your choice of school is important, so pay attention to your position on the depth chart and find the program where you think you'll be the best fit. If you didn't get a scholarship to your dream university, you can always try your luck as a walk-on at any school. And if you ever need a change of scenery down the line, the transfer portal is always an option for you as well.
it.